manage the center of gravity. That's the whole idea. The whole idea is like how to like go into like good yeah, the center of gravity, right? Equilibrium and all that stuff. So it's like very cool. And this year I wanna get into music, like really playing music and singing. Wow, I think it's gonna open up more.
Aqui, ó. Só dizer se tá tudo ok, aí a gente pode começar, Paloma.
This is it's basically collective intelligence. Right? This is around collective intelligence.
Pois é, mas eu preciso de energia. Peraí, deixa eu ligar aqui, senão vai desligar aqui. Calma, aqui, ó, eu uso meu backup. Ele só aguenta algum. Aqui atrás, aqui atrás. Não. Aqui atrás. Aqui, Paloma. Aqui, ó. Lá tá carregado. Aqui dá.
Wow, she's amazing.
Super. Sorry.
Okay, let's put the sauce maker.
Small.
Are you sure?
No?
She vibrates.
Yeah.
Get like 500 small things.
Eu vou comandar ela daqui do computador também. Uhum.
Yeah, started to create like instead of department, we started to create like self-managed teams in order to get like really high.
Paloma, quer botar ela aqui em cima? A gente tira isso aqui e põe ela aqui do meu lado?
Less code, you know. The whole thing was like if you started to increase the length of a product, then it's probably in a good direction. Like reducing the complexity of the organization and of the code. Start to get like into less code. Because before that, I was doing, I was helping like recover projects. I did a lot of recovery projects that were like 18 months. They were like in the 9th, and there was no software, there was no. The whole thing went away.
E só precisa de água aqui. Paloma. Aqui? Mas não vai ficar na frente da tela, lá na transmissão? Traz uma jarrinha assim só para botar aqui que ela tá seca. Mas aí eu não sei onde é que eu alimento ela. Se ela viesse aqui eu conseguia puxar essa.
Essa daqui já chega, né? Nice. Yeah, now we're talking.
And then after 9 months, they came back again. So the whole thing just went off. We kind of like, same thing or no, with my team. Yeah, because they were like hiring to do the big solution and the protocol and the XML and all the stuff. I came from telecom and from software. And so,
No Bitcoin Plus ele falou de um aplicativo para transação da Satoshi. Você lembra qual que era?
Cara, são vários. Tem, por exemplo, se você quer o mais simples para fazer é Wallet of Satoshi. Tá. Tem a Coinos, que funciona em browser. Coinos, Coin OS.
Eu recebi Satoshi na vida.
Cara, a maior parte dessas. É assim. Se você desinstalou,
Tá na live, tá na live.
se você desinstalou, provavelmente você perdeu. Porque são.
I love to prove.
Ready to go.
And it was like, everybody here in Brazil was like, no, you need to do the architectural document. No, that's after I prove the architecture. I prove it, and then I write the document. Otherwise,
You're gonna do custom there.
no, that's crazy. It was like, I won't sign it. I won't do it. So they fired me like 3 times because of that. Yeah, because I'm good. I can put my name on that. I wonder. Then after that I said, okay. I was like so mad at that that I said, okay, let's change the game.
Thank you. Like stuff I did in government. I just so I did some project in government last year. And my home was here. So the idea is that when you have, let's say you have some number of people from 7 to 30, or it can be more, and you need to vote. You need to vote on some decisions. So, for example, you need to choose 2 people out of 15.
Oh, nice.
So you have 7 to 30 people. Yes, we need to choose, I don't know, to elect 2 representatives out of 15 representatives. Okay. So by creating some kind of formula to do that. Because you need to do it here, because number of people can change, number of people, and vote here. So I'm learning to find out like comparable.
Yeah.
I already. Yeah, because I sent it to. It's not a great, but it's no problem.
We're gonna he's a good guy. He's like crazy.
Yeah, but he never responds. So
No, that's you need to. Yeah.
yeah, but I'm going to experience.
So yes.
Mas aqui eu não fico na frente da TV?
Não, não. Pode vir
I
mais.
have a.
Você
I
só.
started about like programmable.
Isso.
Now
Você fica bem atrás deles.
I say stuff about people, but the problem is that like several of my friends and several really clever people, I like them, but I can't. But I have to like, these are my friends. But I keep telling them what I hate. But nothing changes.
You have to change your friends or
Yeah, or maybe
That's okay.
A better demand management, a human.
Hopefully they're my friends because they're different.
Yeah, that's it. I can change.
Guys, we're gonna get started. Welcome to another breakfast club at Founder House. Today we have a very special cool guest, which is George Stark. He has been doing a lot of the automation around Founder House, bringing our whole club on chain in real life. And today we thought it would be a very cool, special thing to open the black box and show people how you can use Cursor to automate a coffee machine so you can pay in Satoshis Bitcoin. So he has all his hardware set up here. He's gonna screen share and he's gonna show us how he did convert this coffee machine in about what, like a month?
Yeah, the whole process take more time, but the work done on this could be reduced to a month.
Reduced to a month, and now that he did it, you don't need to spend a month, but you can also ask him how he did it and open source it and get yours. So very cool stuff. We're gonna add it in the comments on X and YouTube for people to see how the end product works, but you can actually click through it and have your coffee. I'm gonna just make one for you here so you see. So pretty much we can go in the dashboard. You can choose the kind of coffee you want.
She's saying no water.
And then you can just click and let's see if it works.
She's saying there is no water.
She's saying there's no water. Okay. Oh, it's just not properly. There you go.
Is a she?
That's okay. Yeah,
Gee, I love it.
it's machine, right?
She said it doesn't have water.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's see if it has water.
And then she tells
I usually
And then today
go
we're
with
using Peru Café, which is our favorite specialty coffee from Brazil.
if you see that in the screen is everything the machine is programmed to do. That's the form of panel, this only in HTML. So
So fresh coffee beans straight from Minas Gerais, Brazil, which is this month's coffee. And let's see one more time. Live demo, George. What is she saying now?
she's
It's
waiting
saying-
to play this.
It works.
Yeah.
It works.
See that LEDs from the original panel?
I love blinking. Let's
Yeah. And here I can see everything she's talking to the actually machine.
custom programmable.
Yeah.
There you go. So you can introduce yourself now first, who you are, and while you do that, I'm gonna start making this coffee.
So good morning again, everyone. My name is George. I'm the kind of hacker. He's a resident here in Founder's House. So we are building this house to be the most automated. Just operates like a robot for members. So it will take time, but it with few steps by steps, we're going to get there. So today we're gonna talk about this machine, but not exactly about this machine. The whole process, how we get there, right? So I'll start to show you how I used to build something for machines. We usually use VS Code, right? This screen here. VS Code is basically IDE for programming. So for machines, for embedded systems, there is a platform called Platform IO. This guy here. It helps to automate some of the aspects of building the code, compiling, and everything. So this is an important piece of knowledge because these guys in Platform IO helps a lot to build the process, the firmware. It automates tasks like how do I compile, how do I upload to the hardware. So this guy is built on top of VS Code. So jumping for the future, here we can see some project tasks he helps to automate. Build, upload and monitor, clean, full clean. So it's an extension for VS Code that helps a lot.
What
People
kind of
think
targets? What kind of targets?
embedded systems in C or C++, Python, whatever. It deals.
Hardware could be like
Yeah, could most of the hardware. It all started with Arduino, then ESP in IDE, IDF. So people, when we start talking about embedded system, talk about, do you play with Arduino, right? Arduino IDE is good for starters, but there's no this kind of automation. And see, if I show you here, this is for the beer taps, right? This is the code for the beer taps. This is platform.io.ini. So I said, how who is the default environment, and I can set a different environment for different kind of hardware. Mm. So here I have this flags for different types of hardware. Let me see here. TRGB21 is the small display that is in your tabs. This is how the project should be built for this hardware. TRGB28 is another type of hardware. It's a bigger one. So this is the library. This is the platform I does, right? So why this is important? Let's close the VS Code. Because with cursor are built on top of VS Code. And it uses, I can use platform IO here on, starting. Oh, I thought it was started already, but whatever. Platform IO I can use with cursor, right? So it helped me a lot for jumping from one platform completely manual to this more agentic development with this kind of project, hardware project. So let's talk about the project itself. A few years ago, we had one challenge for Casa 21 that was, it's a foundation, 21.org is a foundation for Bitcoin only development. It supports developers on the Bitcoin ecosystem. 21.org. So it is a very good organization that empowers developers to work on Bitcoin environments or project related to Bitcoin. So they asked us to build something like this, a coffee machine for the house. So we jumped into that in São Paulo. And at that time was me and I forgot the name, man. I'll remember later. We jumped there and start to working on that kind of machine. They have this machine there. So we spent 3 days and nights trying to understand how this machine talks to the display. So we actually cracked the code, understand, oh, okay, it's a WART, it's serial communication, so let's try to analyze this protocol. And
It's kind of like reverse engineering.
yeah. So when Paloma and Nima asked me, let's build one for the house, I say, okay, just let's put something more on this machine, right? So they did the hardware, the panel stuff, and this one I built it by myself. So
That's a question. Initially, the machine was, in terms of hardware, basically the same. You just crack the
yeah,
code, right?
yeah, we just cracked the code. I will show you here 2 pieces of the hardware. No, this is the original display, right? This is how it operates. We crack the code how the machine, this piece of hardware, talks to this piece of hardware. You know, there is 2 microcontrollers here. They talk over serial. So if you want to pass those, if anyone can see, yeah, it's just like a keyboard and a computer, right?
It was a software. I mean, did you plug in some like stuff into this hardware?
No, we probe the cables. So, or this is VCC, this is ground, this is, and what this pin does. So we plug it another microcontroller just to probe. Let's see what they are talking. So wow,
Let's hear the talk.
it seems to be serial.
So I mean, how did you get the code? I mean, via Wi-Fi or via like?
No, we probe the cable put a microcontroller in between, like a man in the middle. Let's see what does this cable do? What does this do? And we start to probing. Let's see. Oh, this is a 0 and 1, 0 and 1, 0 and 1. Okay, I have this stream of zeros and 1. That is meaning in this here. So let's try to understand.
Is it safe in terms of electricity and this kind of?
Pretty safe. So.
But you burn.
Huh? Yeah, that machine burned. This one. Yeah, but it's risky for the machine, right? That is always a risk, you know. Just don't touch the high voltage stuff. Just don't touch that.
But this microcontroller, did you buy it anywhere, or you just printed it via 3D printer?
No, my controller you can buy anywhere in China. It's $10, $20. It's quite cheap.
And this is the initial like controller. But
This is the controller of this machine that burns, but there's nothing to do with the process we are doing here. We have the machine already finished. So when they plug it in the outlet, they just blow up. It wasn't burned into process. It just burned by itself. So we replaced the controller, and let me show you some pictures of the interior. Yeah, just die. So to get here, we have to pass through this, right? To understand what every piece of this hardware does, mapping the cables.
This cable here,
Yeah,
you have this like serial transmission.
exactly.
And how do you understand that there are some functions inside this coffee machine,
Yeah,
and you need to replicate all the functions like
yeah.
coffee, but then give something on top of it.
In the process of probing, we put a man in the middle, right? That's okay. So we start to pouring coffees. Push this button. What she's talking. Push this button. Now this is talking. This is the behavior. So press this button. Press this button. Let's just follow the protocol the machine has. So pouring a coffee. Press the espresso button. What she does. Press the espresso button again. What she does. Yeah. Just starting, understand the communication and define the protocol.
So you open the menu,
Yeah.
search what are the functions.
Yes.
So the functions
I feel
how do you start the clock? Like you press a button, you see all the talking.
yeah, all the zeros and ones, and
Yeah, but how do you store this piece of information?
it's zero. It's a
Yeah, but to replicate that again, you have to store it somewhere.
yeah. We just after that we just documented, have this documented everything and put in the code. You know, so I have to send this byte, this byte, this byte. I respect that byte, that byte, that byte. Wow, when she, let me show you here.
It's like hearing a new language between two people talking new language. So it's like,
And then you try to understand.
Let's see here.
great meaning around those
You see,
bytes.
you see the original panel. That is espresso, café, agua quente, vapor,
These are like
whatever.
photos, right?
Yeah, this is the LEDs. I place the buttons here for each LED. So you see, there's nothing going on here. Here, direction, meaning RX, or receiving, meaning just on RX, this kind of data. If I change anything, if I take the machine sends this code, and the software understand error, no order. See?
If you close it, then it creates a
Yeah, another stream of data
like even
saying, okay, or X, it's okay. So we'll be here. If I press here, espresso, you see, change the LEDs, right? And you start to see machine sending data. Every time she blinks a LED, she sends a stream of data. So we understand the basic concept of the protocol, how the machine interacts with the display. So what we did, we build another display. So this part is just for me right now.
The protocol is the same, but the implementation is different.
Yeah. A few weeks later, the first interaction of the coffee machine, we discovered someone, I think it was a German, who also did this for another kind of machine, another line of these machines, 2,200, something like this. But the protocol was pretty much the same, just different machine, but the protocol is the same. So we could,
There's a lot of
yeah, we could save a week of work, just find them.
And I see this X, is it 0, 1?
Yeah, 0, 1, so I represent here in hexadecimal.
So this is a kind of like, if we compress version of 0, 1, right?
Yeah.
Did you build this panel? From zero?
Yeah. So let's jump to the part of when we start to using cursor, right? We had this communication, we understand again how the protocol works, so we start to build for this coffee machine. So as I said, it was the first time I tried to use cursor from the start to finish using just AI and obviously Platform.io and the structure to develop something specifically for embedded systems with AI. The previous interactions I did was using VS Code, trying to use something like Cloud Code or ChatGPT or whatever to help me write code or understand. But the integration with the Platform.io and the whole software stack helps me a lot to do this kind of job. So as usual, we start to planning, saying, we're gonna use this kind of display, we're going to use this protocol, I need to do that thing. So it's basically AI, right? And starting always ask me, please put the documentation on there. So for the part of the display, the user interface, I do not use AI. So it doesn't understand right away the graphics and everything on the display. And I just, no, let's keep AI just to make the code, the functionalities, then everything. So for the display itself, to design the display, we use some kind of this tool here, Squareline Studio. It's a graphical IDE for we are using this to build hardware stuff who needs graphics, right? So let's see. This is another version of the coffee machine, an outdated one, but you can get an idea. We build the screen, right? Place the interface, how we want to be the interface. So we have cursor. This is only for cursor. You see it's pretty much the same, but this is for another version, extended display. So we design the interface here. We generate the code here, export UI files.
The AI still there to generate the code?
No, we generate the graphical interface.
Yeah.
we generate the code for the graphic interface. This guy here, not AI in this process.
You export it.
Yeah, right?
Export these UI files.
Yeah, we build this UI, we build the pictures and everything.
Yeah.
This guy will convert this in C code. We're gonna import on our project. This is Squareline Studio. Yeah, it uses LVGL platform. It's a library for visual stuff with embedded system in C. Actually, it works if you want to design for Windows, whatever. It's just convert for C.
Very thin user interface layer.
Yeah.
Very specific for displays and these kind of things, or
Yeah, for interface in general. So in this case, I tell them, oh, this is 480 bytes, pixels for 408 pixels. It will be using this display and so far, and just build for me.
can you show what it
Yeah.
generates?
Yeah,
Open source.
UI design.
Uh,
I have some few UI, we'll try it, right? This is where the Squareline Studio files are. Let me see this one. Here are the Squareline project assets, the image, and everything, pretty much basically. So it will make this guy here, UI. Actually, UI for here. So it generates this, screens, UI chain, this code. Right? This is pretty much HTML for C++. So this is the screens, Images are interesting. Yeah. This is an image asset, every pixel of the image.
Yeah, I remember doing this stuff in hand. It was like very crazy.
Yeah, fonts. And so with these tools, we can build this easily today.
And with this, all it's 0, 0. It's basically 0, 1, 0, 1.
Yeah,
Yeah, each one of these, like 0x is like saying this is an hexadecimal.
Yeah.
Thing. 0 is 4 bytes, and the other 0 is 4 bytes. No, it's 8 bytes and
Yeah.
8 bytes, right? So it's like
you
one-
mean
no, it's
8?
4
Yeah,
bytes and
4. Yeah, this case of 4 because it's small. It represents a
But it's
pixel.
not 0, 1, 0, 1. It's in hexadecimal, which is instead of 10, it's 16. From 0 to 16. Right?
Yeah. 0 to 8.
Well, 0, it's a byte. That's each one of these is
It's
like
0 to
a
F.
byte. It has each digit is 4
See?
beats and 4 beats, and together they do up.
0, FF.
From
So
0 to
once again, it's a more compressed way to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's jump for the code right here. In the source, we have the main file, which will start to call every library we build on the cafe and everything. We're just not going to the right to the code. Let's
So
show.
you have like Wi-Fi, then you have like E, and you have like
Yeah.
also probably the UI, it's starting everything. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't have an operating system. You need to do it all yourself.
Exactly. So here we have documentation. So let me see. You see, I'm talking in Portuguese with this guy. So it's another thing I try to, no, let's jump straight in Portuguese. So,
But George, I must do something. On the first time that you was at the house of engineering, you guys made this hardware for the machine there, but you aren't using any AI?
No. At that time, there is no AI available for. Actually, using AI to embedded systems just get really good for the mid of this year for now. Just before that, there's no, because the models don't get much the knowledge base, no, they don't have much contact with the coding for embedded system. Now they have. They saw, oh, we are missing this kind of programming. There's a guy trying to use this, and we are missing this. So now the AI is understanding what ESP is, what a binary array is. But sometimes we start off, let's make a protocol. Let's start this microcontroller to this microcontroller. I need to send this small information. The AI tried to make a JSON, which is 10 times bigger than the information I want to send those. And you need to bring, came down, and you see bytes, man. You just send bytes, hexadecimal files. There is no JSON here.
I tried to understand it at the beginning of the ChatGPT. I uploaded a ROM from a hardware and the manual of the CPU, and I wanted to reverse engineer and see if it using the manual of the CPU and that ROM, it could infer what this BIOS or what this firmware was about. Basically, it did it. So it was like, now it, because I like to reverse engineer stuff. So
Yeah.
I used to do it. It's very cool.
So the interactions with AI just started with the planning. Just as I said, this is the display. I will show you here. This is the display. We are using this. You can pass drawing badly. This is the same display that we are using. In the back, you can see there are some contact points. So we need to understand what this display has. How do you use to talk to the printer? So we choose this display because it has a serial interface exposed, right? Yeah.
How much is it?
100 reais, 200 reais, something like this.
George, could you demonstrate again the machine, like understanding what you're doing with the widget, like changing the codes? Because it's really cool to see.
So here we have some information about the machine on the mini. So let's see if we can see some changes in the protocol. Let's just open the water reservoir. So it will receive here error, no water. It was that stream of data, right? And when you close it, it will be receiving another stream of data saying that's okay. So it will change here on the panel, right? The state of a machine, there's a state machine. If you change here, put an error, no water, and none error, okay. So we just, with this information, we just do the changes on the display, we make the interface. So in the display, probably it shows, hey man, there is no water. So,
Yeah, and this agent thing now, you made it with cursor?
yeah. So see, every time I touch here, it changes like the behavior of the machine I'm programming. When people choose or pay for a coffee, what the firmware will do is just simulate this press of button. It will press the espresso button if you choose espresso, press the quantity or strength and everything, and press the play. So if you pay closer attention for the machine, when start to brew a coffee, it will, you hear the blinks, the beeps are someone is pressing the buttons, just like this one. Espresso, cafe. I need, if I put here, I would like espresso quantity, adjust. Yeah,
simulating the human pressing.
I just need a middle espresso and beans, a strength. I need 1, 2, 3. I need a real strong coffee.
You really need it.
And I press the start. This is actually someone pressing the display, original display. It's somewhere else. So we are using HTML sent through Wi-Fi to this coffee machine, and it's simulating someone. For the machine itself, for the original machine, there is someone pressing buttons. That's,
How did you put Wi-Fi on there? Does this display?
yeah, the display has Wi-Fi, memory,